What is it like performing with Justin Timberlake? Were you sort of nervous to have to get on stage with him on set?
I was nervous in concept,
okay.
But then once we showed up and rehearsed, you know, we actually recorded the song in a recording studio first to understand what it was. And in that process, which was really sort of stress-free because it was never going to go anywhere. It was just for reference.
Right.
Carrie was really nervous. And
because of Timberlake?
Because she's not a singer.
Okay.
I should rephrase that. She's a great singer, but she doesn't think of herself as a singer. Right. She doesn't have any training, and she doesn't have any experience doing it. So when she's asked to sing, it's something that makes her nervous. That gave me confidence. It made me feel like, okay, well then I'm not the rookie in this group, actually. Now Carrie is a wonderful, incredible actress, but she doesn't have the singing experience that I do. I work on Broadway. I do 8 shows a week in musicals. So I know how to sing, and the singing wasn't as scary for me as it was for somebody else, and then that made just the whole idea of doing it a little easier.
Well, and tell me about working with T-Bone Burnett. Having someone like him there must have been helpful as well.
It was awesome. This is a guy who's like a, you know, walking musical catalog of Americana and bluegrass and roots music. And so it was awesome. I'm from Texas, and we connected over that. You know, T-Bone's from Fort Worth, I'm from Dallas. He knew my uncle when they were growing up together. Wow. He knew my aunt. He's asked me, hey, how's your Aunt Nancy doing? And I was like, what?
No
you
way.
know them? He goes, oh yeah, I went to Hawaii with your uncle, and we did this, and we had bonfires on the beach, and it was just like.
Did you know that going into this?
No, I didn't know that. But now I do, and I was able to call my aunt and say, T-Bone says hi. You know, it was really cool. Henry. He's Henry back then.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, he's the right guy for these jobs. He knows everything about music. He has an understanding of the science of music, of, you know, of how a song should be arranged, and he has such good instinct that you just have to trust him. So if he tells you, do the change a little bit later. You know, don't change, don't go to the D right away, hang on to the C for another second and then go to the D. Oh, whatever you want, because he's right. You know, look at his track record.
What is it like as an actor being on a Coen Brothers set?
It's cool. You don't want it to end. You know, I spent so little time in my trailer, and usually and typically on a film you have a lot of downtime, and if you don't want to, if you need a little break or a rest, you just go to your trailer and you lay down and you take a break, and a lot of time you spend most of the day in your trailer waiting. I didn't spend any time in my trailer. I wanted to be on set watching how they did it. You kind of observing them, sort of like film school learning. I wanted to be a sponge and just absorb as much as I could, and it also keeps you from being nervous if you're already there. So it was cool, man. It was, and I also knew this probably won't ever happen again. So I want to be around. I want to remember this. Well, you never know. They use guys over and over again, so you might get in the Coen Brothers wheel. Who knows? I'll ask John Goodman how to do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, last thing I'll ask you: were there musical inspirations you kind of went to? Bob Dylan, other performers, Cat Stevens, that to kind of help you? I loved Cat Stevens growing up. Okay. When I was a kid, when I was like 12, 13, I found his greatest hits album somewhere, and I love it. And I know all the music to it. But for this movie, my character sings a song called "The Last Thing on My Mind" by Tom Paxton, and because I'm singing a song that's a real song that was sung by a real guy, I wanted to research him, and so I did. And it turns out he was a soldier, and he would come to New York and gig on the weekends, and he took a stance against war toys, and he was this weird anomaly of a military guy who didn't actually believe in the war aspect of it and the killing aspect of it. So it was clearly some connections between the character that the Coens wrote and the guy who sang the song. Right. So I learned a lot about Tom Paxton, who's still writing songs every day. Well, it's a great performance of the film. I mean, best movie of the year. Great talking to you.